Taurus, this is your love reading for the month of September, the final Taurus reading that I am doing today. Do check out your September forecast and your full fall forecast. And as I said, this is the last one I'm doing for Taurus today. The day was devoted to you. It was an interesting set of sequences of videos or readings that came out. Really interesting, something I've never come across before, to see full energy of the zodiac sign in that reading, which was the September one, I believe, and it carried over into the fall. And they both seemed like love readings. There was a lot of connections to relationships in it. So now we're going to focus on the love and see how it pulls all of these readings I just did on you together to see how the autumn months are going to look for you, and in particular for this reading, September love. Thank you for clicking on my channel and welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. Let us begin. Cards are pre-shuffled, saves time. Your overall energies that will affect all of the other cards that are laid out here is the Five of Wands. Okay, love mode for this reading. And we're starting with conflict right off the bat for September. Seven of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Ten of Cups. Page of Pentacles at the heart with the Ace of Swords and Five of Pentacles. Let's stop for a minute. From the energies that I got from the other readings about this love offer coming in for you, an offer or a proposition of commitment, could be for some of you a peace offering, reconciliation. For some of you, it is brand new love. We're split here. A final cutting of the past in order to not carry on energies into your next relationship. And for those of you attached, this is the final cutting of whatever we were discussing in these other readings. There's an event mode going on. And quite likely, a lot of it to do with global issues that affect us all individually and our relationships. We saw you in these other two readings too, for autumn and for September. This wise choice you're going to be making. So right now it looks like in the area of love in this reading, there's conflict and confusion in the area of love. This offer of love or reconciliation is one that will put you at ease. It is that message or light there we talked about so much. You really must see those videos and how it pertains to this. Here's that light again. And we have that emotional fulfillment. So you're going to be confident when you step into that next solid foundation where your energies of stubbornness, the Taurian stubbornness, is going to really benefit you. Now, I'm not saying get all stubborn with your loved one. There is conflict here, but it's probably due to your stubbornness. It's something that needs to be either negotiated or reach out and touch each other's heartstrings to understand this is the path we have to take in order to succeed. This feeling of loss is not lost. We just have an uncomfortable moment where you are standing stubborn for the sake of love. This feels like very, very protective energy. Oh, wrong deck. We'll leave that there. Page of Cups. Two of Wands, the Karma card, and Five of Swords. Confusion. Here we have you standing strong, that stubborn energy. Listening to the other party. But your logic is saying that won't work because. And the only path forward that you see that you need to take may not seem like there's going to be some persuasion here needed. But there is this creation of new reality. It is emerging. I think I'm losing my voice today. It is emerging. You know, I've talked about the galactic center. What we're entering in out of density and into more light from the cosmic center, where our Earth is situated. This is where humanity is going. And this is where you as a Taurian are seeing that this is what needs to be done. So that moment when that green light comes on and there it is, you take that one step towards it and you're on stable ground. You can then see the bigger picture and realize what you can create. And there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of practicality, earth energy. But there's this, it's almost like a gentle handling of your relationships. Or, well, in this case, relationship, love. Well, who knows? Maybe you're a polygamist. Who knows? We have the crossroads from this offer or reconciliation or peace offering. Maybe it's a gift or this message, this green light that shines for you to, you know, here's the path. This love offering is going to bring stability, that peace. This really feels like, you know, the pruning of, this almost feels like a harvest. Okie doke. This is old ancient energy, karma from the past, not even necessarily yours, but you carry it within your DNA. That final cutting coming into this new, well, we're in the Aquarian age. And we're getting hit with a lot of revelations and light from the galactic center. So we did discuss about the peak of the big ugly on the global scale, how this affects us on the internal and, you know, life level. Let's clarify things. It's funny that this popped up when it did. It popped up down here, almost giving you that cornerstone. But here we have, with this conflict could have even been necessary. It had to be uprooted. You were divinely guided, or your loved one was divinely guided. This is the two of you tethered in a contractual, spiritually contractual agreement to be devoted, to commit. This is true love, which is true light. Lots of communication. This is tying up your other readings beautifully. So we have I thought 2 7s, sorry. 7 and an 8. These communications are going to open up different paths. So maybe that's where the conflict comes in. It's like, what if we do this, honey? Or we could do that. There's going to be a lot of communication. So both of you are on board with this path forward. The Knight of Cups, which is, this is no BS offer, Taurus. This is steady, grounded, four corners covered by both the spiritual and the etherical, approachable energy. So maybe this person sees you, Taurus, as approachable, or you're being approachable, saying, let's come forward, and this offer comes in of love, maybe appeasement. But this will come forward in truth. This is like clearing the game board so that the foundations are in sight and you and your partner contribute to how it is built, laid out. I wonder if this means, because the heart of your reading on the full autumn, right at the heart, talked about a frozen moment of fear. This could be your fear that in order, this is Capricorn energy as well. That's like that restful period, taking a break, enjoying the smells, all the senses. She's grounded, queen of the earth, fruitful. So is this disappointment that you haven't achieved that yet? Or is this you resting and being too bored? Aha. Taurus, you may be a little bored in September or in the fall months, because there is, with the Wheel of Fortune, you had that in the other two readings of being in event mode. And in the one reading where there was this phase or moment. And that is because of this Taurian energy that is grounding you, where you have to stay firm. And it's not even a matter of you have to, it's you come into your own element. And rather than seeing it as something that is, because we look at stubbornness as not a very good trait to have, right? But this is a good trait to have in your case. It can be utilized, form the basis. Like while the earth is shaking and the whirlwinds are flying, you're steadfast. And I mean, being the bull, there is refuge as well. I mean, you cast a big shadow. Six of Wands, this is victory. This path that's opening up, you know it. You will know it. There's confidence. This is also that contract I talked about. That spiritual, etheric, earthly contract of devotion to each other. That is coming. If anything, in the September will be the beginning of that communication that opens the door to this path, this green light. And choosing wisely that path for the sake of all that you know that is right. Just to come back on that journey, that path, that purpose, that reason for celebration and fulfillment. Now, the worry is that you won't have this emotional fulfillment unless you are stubborn. Unless you allow your elements to flow. This is like a self-acceptance. This is like, do not fear, Taurus. That bad can be turned into good. Like stubbornness can be turned into an anchor in a storm. And this showed up in the heart of that reading, and was clarified with, you had absolutely nothing to worry about. Not a, you're making it worse than it is. This is you will have nothing to worry about. Look at that passion. The king of passion. The king of fire. Loyal, faithful. Their heart burns for you. They are making this offer. And let's note that this offer, we have a page. And this light or first step into this path or return to your path. This is the same energy. So we're narrowing it down to this person is making this offer. And this person can carry quite a load too. That's where the balance comes in. This person picks up the slack, holds the line, faithfully, loyally, passionately. The beginning of a new fire. You know how they have the poker stick for the fireplace? Well, you've poked the coals around so you have a better fire, a better, pure heat of passion. You're stirring up the coals. Which is probably why at that event mode that Wheel of Fortune is in, why you have to stand still, I guess. Here's the laying down of burdens. Now you're going to feel like this is giving back responsibility, saying I've carried too much responsibility. We're going to have to make some changes. The discussions are here. You're giving back the responsibility. Perhaps this love of yours is saying, give it to me. I have no problem carrying that for you, dear. That's Leo energy. Powerful. Strength. And no, you won't lose it. Don't worry. It will still be here even after the leaves are gone. Is that an indication of what's coming in the winter for you? That security nest, preparedness. Oh, yes. Now this tower landed on this new reality. So for new love, guys, you know, you will be dealing with energies that need to be finally cut so that they don't carry over into a new relationship. For those of you in relationships, you both are in sync to take down this something that isn't working. Sorry. I should have checked the camera to see if you were seeing the whole, I'm like, look at this, Taurus. Look. Sorry about that. You're both in sync here. It's almost like you hold tight to each other and this is Pisces energy, to go through the tide. What remains will be solid, Taurus, for your new reality to create. Don't worry, it will be beautiful. What you create, it is part of your purpose. There's the soulmate, and at the crossroads, you cross together into this new, you know, maybe this is the big preparation of before winter. Being in sync with each other. You're being spied on. Now look at this, Taurus, it's karma. So is this your guardians spying on you? Your angels? Or is maybe that event in the area of love? Though we didn't see the event wheel turning in this reading, did we? We did in the other, but so in the others, it's the event wheel not so much has to do with love, other circumstances, but in this particular case, there is someone just perhaps watching you, maybe the same person, maybe this person. The offer is here. I'm here to do what I can. I'm on standby. I'm watching. Ready to do the right thing. That rest in peace, old world. Well, the return of the past. Is this a person that you're reconciling with? Or is this someone getting in the way? Or is this an energy of the past, a behavior? You know, that stubbornness that always gets you in trouble? Maybe that energy is returning to tempt you, to test you. You are standing so strong here, though. At this point, Taurus, I think you know what has to stay and what has to go in order to be prepared for that new reality. That winter solstice, that rest period where you're bored and you can't wait for spring to come again so you can, hit the ground running. And I had a wonderful day with you, Taurus. Absolutely wonderful day. I love doing readings like this where I can really connect. Whether or not that connected with you, who knows? Maybe it didn't, but it's a great exercise for me to well, as I like to say lately, is I time travel and know stuff. Because of this, I enjoy it. Check out your other readings. Every reading for you, Taurus, has an astrology page created for that reading. So there is an astrology page created specifically for this reading. Do check it out. I left it in a link in the description below. God bless you guys that have subscribed, and for those who haven't, please do. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye-bye for now.